frame rate down to 30. It's looking a little bit better. A little bit better. No, we're having problems. All right. So yeah, I'm actually gonna have to monitor the stream a little bit to see if it's gonna cause any problems. There's a delay, but that's to be expected. Wait, do I really want to do this one? All right, let's see. What are we at? Oh, we're at Iron Cup. Okay. This is lengthy. I might do a round or two. I might do a round or two, but I'm not gonna finish this. I just want to. All right. What gun is that? Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. Mm. I like to blow up the barrels so the barrels don't blow me up later. This thing has a pretty big splash. It doesn't really say it's splash, but you know what? Before we go into let me get up here so I can safely. Oh, there we go. Did I miss one? I'm sure I always miss one. Look at that. Thank you. I can't pronounce that. I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you for the follow. All right, so before I get into it, let's go through the build real quick. So I'm using my Iron Cub build. I'm a long time Iron Bear. I call it my Iron Tank build, because everything that I was doing in my other build was geared around Iron Bear, and to the point where when I was out of Iron Bear, it's not that I had a hard time staying alive, but I didn't really have Moses' skills modified too much. So I wasn't doing a lot of damage. Like I was probably 85% damage in Iron Bear versus the 15% of my total damage output was coming from Mose. And now I'm in Iron Cub, and I'd say it's probably 60-40 Iron Cub. Probably, I don't know. Whatever. So we're using an Iron Cub build. We're almost all the way down to the bottom of that tree. I chose not to take that skill because I wanted to keep what I knew how to play well with from my Iron Bear build. And on that front, I went just as far down in the green tree as I had before. A little bit lighter in the Shield of Retribution tree. I used to go down to this experimental munitions, but I opted against that this time. This is my third rebuild of this third respec of this build. And I opted to respec that and not go that because I really wanted to get some more of the things in the Demolition Woman tree. I'm a little bit annoyed that I couldn't find a way to get down here to Vampire, but I do have this. Now, the only problem that I have with just using biofuel and not having anything in here is because I'm so used to healing myself. I'm so used to I keep looking everywhere else than I'm supposed to. I'm so used to healing myself with grenades. And, Moe's, the way I have Moe specced out, I throw a shit ton of grenades. So I'm just used to it, right? And I usually would go 4 or 5. So you're talking 16 to say 3 to 5, so it's 12 to 20% of my missing health per enemy hit with my grenades, and it was just awesome. And the only heal I have right now really is this saying when I ignite someone. So of course I have all of the fire damages, most of the fire damage skills that I could possibly get, which is great. But it's still tough because like if I'm running low on health, normally I would just chuck a couple grenades towards a group of enemies and boom, health right back up. Now though, I gotta fucking ignite them, and I can't. I don't think I can ignite them with a grenade, so it's just a little bit harder. I'd love to find out how to get down there. I don't believe that Borderlands is gonna. I don't think they're gonna add any more skill points to this game. We're in season 2. I can't see them. I can't see them doing that and adding any more skill points. So we're just gonna have to kind of deal with it. And to get down there, let's see. I got what's this? Is this a 1 or a 2? This is a 2. So I have 5 points up here. I've got 3, 8. 10 points here. So that's 15, 18. I don't know if I would need 3 points to get here then. No, I'm probably good. I can probably go here. Yeah. I could take this if I had a skill point. This is just straight up gun damage, man. So I'm not losing that. In order for me to get this, I need that, so I can't get rid of that. I guess I could skip on the skill here. So I'd probably would take a hit on my cooldown rate, 1 point in there, just so I could get a little bit of health back. And you're saying, well, 4% isn't a lot. That's 4% per enemy hit. So I typically use either cloning tracker or the recurring hex. So you're talking 9 plus projectiles, all doing damage to a group of enemies, especially in a setup like a cistern or a slaughter star or something like that, slaughter shaft, any of the trials. And so any single grenade I throw is probably gonna give me a good amount of health back. So anyway, we'll just kind of deal with it and see what we're gonna do. Anyway, I'm only gonna do a round or two. If I die, then I'm gonna stop and just move on to something else. But all right, let's get going. Come on, let's go. That's some fancy aim in there. Oof. I missed that. So the Iron Cub is pretty cool. I mean, it does do a lot of damage, right? But I like how it can do a good job tracking the flying fuckers. Ugh. My god, this gun sucks. Fuck. So, yeah, this is going less than optimal right now. It's taking way too long. And my goddamn Cub is down again. Hmm. Interesting. I mean, he comes back up pretty quickly, but still, it's really annoying. He's down already, huh? Hmm. And not doing a lot of damage. It's strange. All right, so yeah, we got through it. I got through it. Actually, I didn't even check my ammo to see if I need ammo. Sure. Buddy. How much money we have? We're fine. All right, round two. This will be the last round I do. If I die, then I'm gonna stop. But otherwise, this will be the last round. Okay. Another round of fucking me. So the important thing, as you can see, I toss a lot of grenades, but I gain them back pretty quickly too. So, which is key. Key. Gotta watch the dying. Because if you're new to playing Borderlands, one thing to note is while you do get these second win chances, if you die too many times in a row or in a short period of time, the amount of time you have for fight for your life decreases. With each successive death. So fuck. Oof. Really? Ah. So I noticed that my shield was going down pretty quickly there. I don't know what did I do. I want to see if I changed something out and didn't even notice it. I was taking an awful lot of damage. Eh. I don't need this shield. I don't need this shield. Not for this build. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go to let's do something else. Uh, let's I don't feel like doing arms race tonight. Let me switch these windows. It's a little better. There's no game audio. Sorry, I can't. I can barely see. I can barely see the chat. No game audio. Hold on. It looks like there should be game audio. Hmm. So, for anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Code Wolf is in watching the stream, and he told me that I have no game audio. Um, I'll be going over a lot of these kind of issues and habits you need to get into, and what you need to look at in some upcoming YouTube videos about streaming. And this is, a case of whenever you start your stream, every single time, you start your stream, you need to check out your setup. You need to make sure that your audio is working. You need to make sure your video is working. If you're using something like a GoXLR or anything where you can play samples, you need to make sure those are working. You need to test everything, right? You don't want what happened to me just now to happen live. Fortunately, it's Code Wolf. Code Wolf is there to help me. But you don't, you can't assume that anyone else watching your stream is going to say, hey, you have no game audio. So you got to check that out. Now, what some people do is they create a second Twitch account and they do a test stream on there so that it doesn't, you know, impact any of their stats or anything like that, their viewers per hour while they're just doing testing. They have a throwaway account. So that's something that you should probably look into doing. That's something that I just learned about, a few days ago, actually. And I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do that. Set up a separate account and test it out. I don't know if you're still there, Code. I can hop in Discord. You can tell me if I have game audio. Oh, you are there. Hey, you're there. I hear you, by the way. That's really distracting, listening to me from 30 seconds ago talking, by the way. Nah, I'll leave it there. The fuck is this? Seriously? I was just here. It sounds like you can't hear me, Code, but I can hear you, so. Why am I here? Oh, I should see if my shit's working. Yeah, I'm all set. I was just here. You can't hear my... You can hear game audio now? Oh. Because in my, Okay. Alright. Yeah, it's on. Nice. I didn't yet. It's coming. By the way, I am streaming and my chat your chat's included, so just FYI. Really? What's like the texture of it? Do you think there's something wrong with the texture? Oh, the mouse. You said the mouse isn't working, not the mouse pad. Huh. No, because it. I'm gonna check my Go XLR and make sure I had to have game audio in the. I can see that it's working. I can't tell. Yeah, I can see that it's working because I see the levels change as the game is making noise. Uh, and I know it's included in the broadcast stream mix, so you should be hearing it. I mean, I'm hearing it in my headphones, and whatever I hear in my headphones should be going out to the stream. So round 5. Oh shit! I joined a group in progress. Oh. Woo. Ah. Oh, come on. Yeah, so I had I was watching my stream because just to make sure that it looked okay, it sounded okay, and I had to oh, I fucking hate people. How how did this happen? I didn't die. All right. This group anyway. Anyway, so yeah, I had to mute my Twitch stream because it's like a 30-second delay from me actually playing, you know? Yeah, but like I don't care about the delay, you know, because it's coming through pretty clean on the stream. It's just, you know, it might be low right now. I have it the volume kind of low because it's too fucking loud and I can't hear you talk. I can't hear you talk. That's impossible because it's I don't have external speakers. It's all on my headset. Oh man, that's how I probably died. Somebody has. I thought it was in Mayhem 11. No, I'm in Mayhem 10 because I joined someone else's game and they have death as the modifier. Ugh, pain in my ass. Fuckers. I'm gonna die. Shit. Shit. Ugh. Oh shit. Why would anyone choose to play with that goddamn death thing? You know that skull that follows you around sometimes it just kills you instantly? Ugh. Ugh, I give up. So I had to drop the frame rate tonight. I've been pushing 1080p 60, um, but I was dropping a lot of frames, so I dropped it down to 30, so it doesn't look as smooth. Huh? So, oh wait, that's right. I can't talk about the thing I was about to tell you. Never mind. What the Why am I dying? I guess so. One of these weapons I have keeps killing me. So yeah, I'm gonna quit. Sorry, guys. This isn't fun. Um, yeah. Well, hello, follower. I'm gonna play something else. um, ah. All right. What are we gonna play? Do I want to play a different game? So I was playing Star Wars the other night, and it's fun. I love the game. The graphics are beautiful. It has a pretty coherent story, except I mean, if you're ever gonna play it, I don't want to spoil it for you, but the resolution of the game is so frustrating given what you have to do in the game. And I know that doesn't make any sense, but just trust me when it's like, ah, I was so mad. I was like, oh, this game could have been 3 minutes long. Anyway, um, and it was almost like one of those shows where you watch 5 seasons of a show and it turns out like it's a dream or something, right? That's not what this is, but it's one of those things. Yeah, yeah, it's like you invest all this time and whatever, and you realize, oh, this was bullshit. But outside of that, the rest of the story was good. There was real character development. The graphics are beautiful. The combat is pretty good. There's a lots of puzzles. It's a really challenging game. Um, and but they have no end game, like nothing. They did create like these two new modes recently. I think because knew they were going to put it on Game Pass or something. And I guess there's something to do in there. I actually haven't gone in them, but when I stopped playing it, there was no end game. So when I played it the other night, I went to a world and I'm like, okay, what do I do? I just walk around and kill a few random guys because there's nothing else to do. You know what I mean? Um, which is a shame because it's a fun game. It's a fun game to play, but yeah, yeah. It's like, but like once you're past story, there's nothing. Um, what I should probably play is I should probably play a little bit more of. I gotta stop sitting back so much because the echo in here is crazy. Um, the Marvel Avengers game that I was dying to play when it came out, and I got it, and then it looked really good, but I didn't like the story on that, and I didn't like some of the gameplay, so I stopped playing it, which is crazy because I had it on. I pre-ordered it like 6 months before it got released. Um, yeah, and they're actually annoyed because I haven't been playing it with them because I'm just annoyed at the game. There's a mutual acquaintance of ours who goes by the name of Nick. He has told me he's put like hundreds of hours in that Avengers game. Yeah, and I'm like, really? Because I want to love it. I want to love the game. Um, but I know, I know. But they get annoyed too because I won't let them play it because I don't really like them watching. I mean, they're young, right? And it's pretty violent, and so I try to limit some of that stuff. But I let them watch it for a little bit. But then I don't want to advance the story when they're not seeing it because I want them to experience it. But now when I'm annoyed at what's that? Yeah, yep, Yeah, yeah. I could also let them play, but they get very into it, like throwing controllers angry. Yeah, yeah. I'm pretty sure they did. I'm pretty sure they didn't learn that from their dad. No, but I might go on mute and go fuck, fuck, fuck. Yeah, yeah. I'm looking at here. It looks good. This is the you know the thing is like I love playing games. That's why we got in Twitch, right? But we've done so much like setup and figuring out how this stuff works that I kind of want to just talk about the stream, like how you like what I did, what we did, what you do, like what you have to think of to like get followers and you know what I mean? That's why I've been going and just chatting a lot. Um yeah. So you can't see this. I broke out my notebook and I'm writing down I, I have well I I did so I was writing down like, timestamp the stuff I wanted to clip, but I haven't been clipping as much lately because they got me views on YouTube, but nobody's coming back to watch them. But anyway, no, I was writing down content ideas. Content ideas. There we go. Hey Hal. Right. Right. Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, that's funny because you always sometimes you go and you're telling me a story about something, and then I'm not saying anything. You're like, oh, you're not listening, but like now you can see like I am listening. I'm just not saying anything. Oh, really? And I can't turn on the Discord video because that. Right. Um. So I got into streaming because you've been telling me that we needed to be streaming for like the last year. Honestly. And then when I started to um accept the fact that we're working from home for a while and I decided to upgrade my home, setup. I was like, "Oh, now I just got a microphone and a new webcam and two monitors. Uh why don't I stream? Why don't we try it out?" And then it kind of really went from there, honestly, and I really got into buying because I love gadgets. I love spending money. So Yeah. Yeah. And I've got so many things lately, as we're getting that stream going, we have to get some things to get set up. Um I'm at the point right now where it's like just going in and putting 50, 60, $100 worth of shit in my cart is like nothing. I'm like, oh, no, 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 it's something. Stop doing that. You know what I mean? Yep. Right. Mm-hmm. Same here. Same here. I mean, but if it's like, I don't know, $20 or so, I don't even think about it. I don't even think twice about it. But that adds up. That adds up too. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't want to. I don't want to. I'll do that. I'll do it as a teaser to the content that I'm going to make. I don't want to. I don't want to give it all away. Right. We're we're really. Yeah, I agree. We're at least 75%. And go. Yeah, go take care. Take care of your dog, and I'll keep going. So yeah. So Code Wolf and I, we've been gaming together for a while. And we decided a while ago, like we were just talking about, to um get into streaming. And when I first started streaming, was sitting on my couch streaming directly from the Xbox um, to Twitch. So no overlay, no camera, and the only microphone was my Xbox headset. Actually, this headset when I actually had the microphone in it. And where the hell is the microphone? That's not good. Anyway, yeah, so that's what it was, and it was just us talking, and at the time, I really didn't like talking much, so it was pretty quiet, especially when I was playing, a game by myself. And after like a week or two of that, we started doing a little more research and looking at other people's streams and realizing, oh, we got to get these overlays and we got to do all this stuff because honestly, I was definitely a novice, still am, but I know a lot more now than I did about 5 or 6 weeks ago, or however long it's been. I have no idea at this point. Um, it hasn't been long. It has not been like 6 months. Um, and so that's how it went. And then to get overlays, because at the time I had just decided that I wanted to go to Chromebook instead of using a PC. I couldn't use a lot of the applications like Streamlabs or OBS or anything like the XSplit on the Chromebook, so I had to use something called Lightstream. And I got a few services so I could get some good overlay packages, and it started to look pretty good. Um, and then, like I said, I had mentioned a minute ago, had upgraded my work from home setup with monitors and microphones and webcams and all this stuff. And so I was like, all right, now I need to relocate. I can't just sit on my couch and push this thing to Lightstream and have it go to Twitch. So, I outfitted my desk, and then I started using a room that I had built, and outfitted that. It's the room you see here, for my streaming, and moved all my work from home stuff up here, and then realized, okay, I need to get some lighting. And then it wasn't just like I came up with the idea that I need to get some lighting. I watched a whole bunch of streams from Mr. Harris Heller, um, he's awesome. His setup looks good, but he knows so much about this stuff in terms of like what you should do, what you should buy, when you should buy it, what you should buy based on how you're doing. Lots of really helpful advice, great product reviews, good tutorials. He works with Sam Woodhall, who is like kind of like a not producer, but he's like a video and editing guy for Harris, video and audio guy for Harris. Works there, has his own stream too. Sam is a really knowledgeable guy. So watching those guys and seeing what you needed and looking at the different equipment you needed, decided to start getting some stuff. And did I follow the rule of only buy equipment once you've made that amount of money on your stream? Of course I did not. Because I had nothing. I had to get started, and rather than wait until I was making a bunch of money from this endeavor to buy stuff, I decided that I wanted to make my stream look as professional and sound as professional as possible as early as possible. So that meant investing in myself. But if you do that, realize that I think I saw a stat that Harris was talking about the other day, where 0.007% of streamers on Twitch actually make enough money to do it as a career, to quit their job and have it be a career. 0.007%. That is not a big number. So don't expect to go big any more than if you have a child or you're in high school and you're playing sports. You're not going to go to the NBA or the NFL or the Major League Baseball. It's just not going to happen. But have fun with it, though. Yeah. Yes. On Twitch, because it's different for the platforms. You can make money quicker on YouTube than you can on Twitch because of the way Twitch promotes channels, which is AKA they don't. Right. 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 And Harris will say, like, to your point, Code. Harris will say, like, don't spend that money you have on a new camera or on a new microphone or whatever because it won't add followers. Now he's right in that just getting a better camera won't necessarily give you more followers. But like you said, if you don't, and maybe this is my opinion, if you don't look professional, why would somebody think that you're any good at what you do? You know what I mean? So, like I said, I'm investing in myself that if I can make things look as good as possible, um, my content will come later. Another, if somebody has a great personality and they're funny and they're entertaining, but they don't have the resources to be able to make their stream look good, they might get passed over because their stream looks like crap. Honestly, so at least with my stream, I'm hoping that it looks good enough to people go, oh, this looks pretty good. And then, oh, yeah, but yeah, he's not interesting. That's fine. But I can work on that. You know what I mean? So I am, because I have a shit personality. No, I just, like a lot of people out there, I am not the most talkative person. Um, and more introverted, and it's this kind of thing is a challenge for me. When I'm comfortable, I can be pretty entertaining, but I'm trying to get there, but in the meantime, I'm trying to make up for that with a good looking stream. So right, right, yeah, right, yeah, yep, right. So one thing that I plan on doing for some more solo content is creating, if you want to call it like a diary of like what it has been like for me starting from zero, which, mind you, was probably only 8 weeks ago, or I don't know, it hasn't been that long since we've been doing this, and kind of bringing you along the way of my journey to hopefully becoming a little more successful. I don't have a lot of followers or subscribers or anything right now. I'm hoping that that comes. Um, and one thing that I'm realizing is, and that I hope people who are watching this realize, is through the conversations that Code and I have, um, just because we don't have the following, just because we aren't making a lot of money from it, doesn't mean we don't know what we're talking about. We absolutely know what we're talking about. We both are do enough research. We know what we're looking at. We know about the equipment. We know about how to make this stuff work. We understand the marketing aspect, the branding aspect, the content aspect. We understand all of that. Now, that understanding and that knowledge doesn't mean it's going to translate into success, but we can tell you how to become successful, even if it's slower for us. And I know that might sound weird, but I'll stand by it. I almost sent you a text earlier that said, hey, if you're on later, I want to talk about what content we should do together versus what we're doing solo. So that's funny. I deleted it because I didn't know if I was actually going to be on tonight. Oh, no, I need that. Right. right. The right. Yeah, I know. So I probably can, but like that's the collector in me, knowing that like when I've collected these stuff over the X number of years that I've been doing this, or collecting, uh, they're more valuable in their original packaging. But something like the Tiny Tina, it's so mass produced, it doesn't have any value. You know what I mean? Like, so you're right about that. So one trouble I'm having right now. No, I know. Well, that's the thing. Collectibles are only valuable if you actually sell them, and most of the stuff I've ever had, I don't ever intend on selling. So, anyway, so I was gonna say one challenge I'm having right now is talking to the cam. I don't have a problem with that, but I can't see you, or I can't see me. So it's really hard for me to understand if I'm looking right. So I keep like looking to the side, and it's very confusing. I have to rearrange like where the camera is, so I can actually look at something for a point of reference. Yep. Yep. Oh, let's see if I can do this. Yeah. What I was gonna say is that's actually another idea. Is I'm writing down a list of content things to talk about, and I don't know how many of these I want to talk about, but this you mentioned this room. You know, I I could go multi-part series telling you about how I built this room. I don't have video. I don't have video of it, but I have photos of what it looked like before and along each step of the way, in terms of like framing it, sheetrocking it, putting the flooring down, putting the wainscoting down, painting it, the recess lights, the wiring. Like I could go through so many steps and tell everybody that stuff. Um, you know, which might be helpful, and not that everybody needs to do this level of construction, but even if you have a small space and you want to do something, you want to like build a desk, or you want to build shelving, or you want to build out a little area that you can be kind of corded off, and you can have your audio dampening panels, things like that. I can give you some how-to tips on that kind of stuff too. And hold on, keep talking to code. I need to switch my input here to show something. Zero. That's awesome. So, all right. So I don't know if I can show this. I don't know if it's gonna work. So I created a new scene the other day. Um, I apologize. I hear it through Discord. Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Okay. I hear you. I hear it through Discord. Oh, son of a! I'm so mad right now. I got to get used to this. I haven't been recording any of this on my capture card, and it's not that I can't. It's not that I can't get it from Twitch, but the quality through your capture card is so much better, right? Yeah. So let me close this. So I'm gonna close my actual gameplay, folks, and I am not. I am not. I have. I think I have a few days left that I can take off. But I'm not taking that week off between Christmas and all that stuff. Um, at least nobody in my house thinks I'm taking that off. I have days. I might actually still take them and just sit out here and do stuff. Cause, yeah, no. Yep. Yep. All right. Let me see if I can do. So I created a new scene that showed. I created a new scene that shows my browser. You know, but it's weird the way you set it up. Like you add browser and it says add the executable, so always add Chrome, and I'm like, sure, great, but it doesn't seem to work that way. It wants to look at the title of the tabs that you're in and says, oh, I'll only show your browser if you're showing that tab, and then there's options say, well, if you don't see that title, just pick any effing browser, any window from the if I have the Chrome running, and it doesn't really work. So it seems like every time I want to show my browser, I have to go in and say, oh, no, use this tab, which there has to be a better way because that's insane. That's insane to have to do. Anyway, what I was trying to show you, right? So what I was going to show you, the next thing I want to do is, so I have my monitor here, or TV. It's a TV here that the original intention was to. This is a really weird angle. The original intention was to have it turn so I could sit on that couch and watch movies or whatever. But I realized it actually makes a nice little backdrop for what I'm doing. Um, I'd like to play on it though, so I'm thinking of moving that whole mount over. Let's see, 16, 32 inches, because it's 32 inches, 16 inches between studs, because it has to be in the stud. So, and I put it right there, and then run a HDMI cable straight to it, so it's always ready for the for Xbox. And so I was looking at TVs tonight, and then I put one in my cart because it was a really good Cyber Monday deal. And then I reminded myself, thankfully, you just said you were going to stop spending money, so I did.